Hi puppy families. I thought I'd take a quick second and just talk about a couple things. Keep in mind that during the day, you want to keep a schedule of take the dog out to go potty, play with them for 20 minutes, take the dog back out to go potty, then leave them in their exercise pen for 2 hours. Unlike traditional crate training, the goal isn't to keep them from having accidents inside right now. You don't want them to have accidents outside of their potty box, but going on their potty box is just as fine right now as going to the bathroom outside. Don't sweat it. They're going to do it. They need time. Remember, they could be 4 to 5 months before they're fully able to control their bladder and bowel. So don't worry about it if they're not ready yet. So don't feel like you're racing every hour to take your puppy out because you don't want them to go in the potty box, okay? It's a very different mindset from traditional crate training. The other thing to remember is feeding time. They're gonna bark when the food's coming. They're gonna do it, and they're gonna eat really fast. All puppies do this. Our food has a gob of meat in it, and it tastes awesome. And they're babies, so of course they're gonna shovel it in as fast as they can. That's why we recommend a slow feeder, and we recommend you put water on it because it reduces the possibility of aspirating on their food and choking. Because it's wet and it makes it easier to swallow, and it kind of slows them down a little bit too. So I got a question: should I take my puppy out to pee before I give it its food? What I'd say is, yes, I totally would. Take them out, play for 20 minutes, put them back in, then feed them. Okay? And if you can, have somebody prepare the food while you're outside with them. You'll reduce that angsty, barky, gobbling if they don't hear the food being prepared. So that's one idea. Now, they're gonna bark when you come to bring the food to the X-Pen. Always feed them in the X-Pen, okay? And what you do is you stand at the gate of the exercise pen and you just look at them. Don't say a thing. Just look at them, hold the bowl. And if you have to stand there for 10 minutes and they bark, let them do it. As soon as they're quiet and their tiny little tushy hits the ground, even for a second, yes, good job, and put the bowl down. Crisp, yes, the exact second, as close as you can to when their tushy hits the ground. Timing is really important with marker words, okay? So what this teaches them is I have to sit to say please and be quiet before I can get what I want. So the fastest way to get to what I want is not to make a lot of noise. It's to sit quietly. And this is a skill you will want to do now. It's much harder to teach later, okay? The other question I got was, is it okay for a puppy to be alone from 10 o'clock at night until 5 or 6 in the morning? Absolutely. If they fuss, don't go in. They're fine. They're safe. They are not going to feel abandoned. They're just learning how to soothe themselves. If you go in, you'll reinforce that if they cry, they get you to come. And what will happen is they'll cry harder and longer the next time. So you're actually weakening their independence, not making it, you're not helping them feel more secure. You're actually weakening their sense of independence and ability to control their environment, right? We want them to be able to believe in their own abilities. And if you go in and try to comfort them, you kind of wreck that. So those are some things to keep in mind these very first days. It's okay if they fuss. It's okay. They're going to do it. And if it bothers you, leave the room. If it's really loud and disrupting your family, move the X-Pen to your basement family room or a remote bedroom. And you should be sleeping through the night. If you hear them crabbing, don't worry about it. Just go back to sleep. They're fine. Okay? It is a little different than a human child. We got to be careful not to humanize our puppies and accidentally enable them to be helpless or needy in ways that isn't good for them or your family. Okay, everybody, have a great day.